It's always... Okay. Audio is good. Welcome back, everybody. It's been 3 weeks, but we're finally jumping back into it. I know this is probably, I know a lot of people probably haven't been really tuning into this series, so to speak. Yes, Saving the Dallas Cowboys live stream is back. This could very well may be the final live stream of this series because we finally have led the Cowboys to the NFC Championship game for the first time since they last won the Super Bowl in '95. Coincidentally, it's also against the same team they beat the last time to get to the Super Bowl. Yes, we got those Green Bay Packers, who in real life the Cowboys blew a 14-point lead to in the fourth quarter. Once again, Aaron Rodgers is our daddy, and yeah, but not today. Today is the day of redemption. Today is the day where we are finally going to extinguish Aaron Rodgers. Let me go ahead and look at the I want to go ahead and look at the Green Bay Packers roster and see who we're up against. Because in real life, the Packers aren't good. This is obviously year 2 of our franchise. But I just want to see what the Packers are looking like. So, of course, Aaron Rodgers is still there. He's at a 94 overall. They still have Aaron Jones at running back. He's up to a 96, 98, actually 96 overall. And, of course, we got Allen Lazard, who's all the way up to an 82. Romeo Doubs, 79. Isaiah McKenzie, the former Bills, now a Packer. Okay, so they got decent receivers, nothing too crazy. Tunyon is an 84. Okay, so overall, not really anything too daunting that the Green Bay Packers have. I'm guessing Aaron Rodgers must be Kenny Clark, 94 overall. That's pretty good. Gary, 95. Cam, yeah, Packers. They have a decent defense. Jair Alexander, 98 overall. That is a jump for him. Savage, 83. And Adrian Amos, 88 overall. So, yeah. And they got a new kicker in Matthew Wright. I guess Mason Crosby must have retired. So, really, Aaron Rodgers has been beasting and feasting, doing his thing the whole season, but not today. We're going up there to Lambeau. We're going up there in the cold. We actually have a higher-rated offense. Our overall is actually one notch above at 85 compared to the Packers' 84. So... This is going to be a very evenly matched up game, needless to say. But obviously, today is the day that we are going to get this done. We are going to beat the Green Bay Packers, and we are going to go to the Super Bowl today. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It is time for this team to get back to a championship and win it. This is why I started this live stream, and this is how it is going to end. It's going to end with a Super Bowl victory after this NFC title game. Book it. Now, I will admit, before I hopped on to do this live stream, a part of me was thinking about continuing this. Not really trying to go back to back, but trying to see if I could do a bunch of moves in the offseason to really kind of change the team. Because now I'm feeling like, okay, after we've won a championship, now we have a card to do whatever you want to do. So I'm thinking about, changing some major things with the Cowboys. But, I mean, after you win a championship, when you're doing franchise mode, I feel like there's really no other reason to continue it. Now, I don't really know. Another thing that I'm thinking about doing, if I don't want to do anything more with the Cowboys live stream after they lead them to Super Bowl victory, I'm going to consider starting up my first rebuild for Madden 23. I didn't do a lot of rebuilds. The only sort of rebuild that I did for Madden 22 is that I led Ben Roethlisberger's Pittsburgh Steelers to a Super Bowl victory because that was his last season. I wanted to see if I could get him to a Super Bowl, and I did. I managed to get the Steelers to the playoffs, barely as a wild card, and we went on a roll and got all the way to the Super Bowl. We beat, I think, Tom Brady and the Bucs to win that. So that was kind of a last ride rebuild sort of thing, if you could call it that. So I'm thinking about doing that. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with my next kind of series, if you will. I don't know what team I'm going to go with for that rebuild, but obviously it's going to be a team that in real life this season has not been very good, as we get a nice completion over the middle to O.J. Howard, the former Buccaneer, found new life in Dallas as our really, he's been a good pickup. Even though he's a 71 overall, he's done nothing but good things as far as replacing Dalton Schultz, because I really did not feel that we needed to be doling out a lot of money to a tight end who, for the most part, just had really a breakout year a couple of years ago. He didn't really do too much last year, even during this whole franchise. So I just decided, you know what, let's just see what we can get. I'm sure we can get somebody who's just as good, if not better. And I don't think Howard is better than him, but I did like the fact that, hey, we have also these rookie tight ends and everything like that, you know, Ferguson and Hendershot. So I didn't really feel like tight end was a big necessity, but I just wanted a veteran presence as part of that group. And, you know, of course, OJ was a higher overall than both of those guys. So I wanted to go with that. Moving the ball pretty well on this first drive.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Pressure. Circle. That was probably a bad decision. That was almost a pick. I should not have thrown it across the body. I should have just ran it with Dak and tried to pick it up. But he was under heavy pressure that time. Come on, CD. There we go. Back inside, get the first. Nice job. So I'm thinking about teams maybe like the Bears or maybe the Falcons or somebody like that. Somebody who is just in desperate need of a new big franchise player, franchise quarterback, or, you know, even though the Jaguars think they still have their franchise quarterback, as they get a touchdown to Michael Gallup right there in Trevor Lawrence, the Jaguars are still a terrible football team. And I feel like that maybe I would, you know, do that rebuild and literally just do simulation, except for maybe playoff games, and you know, really try to see if maybe Trevor Lawrence isn't working well in year one and we lose a bunch of games and he's throwing more interceptions than touchdowns, then maybe I consider drafting a QB and then, you know, starting over for the Jaguars essentially. But that's just something else I'm thinking about after I kind of finish this, which is really going to consist of leading Dallas to a Super Bowl. The only thing I've thought about doing, if I do continue this, is just like going out and signing some, you know, crazy free agents. Like maybe going out and get somebody like Odell, who in real life the Cowboys are thinking about getting for this season, which I would definitely support, but I just don't see them pulling the trigger, because if they really wanted him that bad, Jerry Jones would have doled out some money already. And I know he's injured and he's scheduled to play in December. But, I mean, Jerry, he wants to be a Cowboy. Like, just give him the money. He can sit on the sidelines even when he's hurt, you know, study up the game plan, get used to the scheme, and then when he's ready to get on the field, he's actually going to contribute right away. Because if you think that CeeDee Lamb is going to be the answer at receiver for the entire rest of the season based on what's transpired lately, you've lost your mind. And, you know, he keeps talking about how, oh, when we get James Washington back, this offense will be way better. I don't think it really will. You can't consider James Washington the same level that Odell is. Because last I checked, Odell has a couple of Pro Bowls to his name and the catch of a lifetime. James Washington has what to his name? He was basically a third-string, fourth-string receiver in Pittsburgh for the last few years. I don't think so. And I'm not trying to discount James Washington, excuse me, a whole lot. But it's not like Washington coming back is all of a sudden going to inject new awesome life into this offense. So, you know, Jerry, you got to make some decisions. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you guys didn't tune in to the last live stream, during the offseason, not only did we pick up O.J. Howard as our new tight end and Gardner Minshew as our new backup quarterback, but we also hired a new coach. Now, he's not a real coach. He's a generated head coach, and his name is Brandon Stark. So right now, he's our head coach. Yes, we fired Mike McCarthy after the first year of the franchise mode, just because I wanted to go in a new direction. I wanted to get a new coach in here, just because I feel like McCarthy's, you know, firing is just something that Jerry doesn't have the guts to do at the end of this season in real life. Yeah, especially after the Packers fiasco. I mean, going for it on 4th and 3, when you need points to win, you give the ball right back to the Packers, and they proceed to go right down the field and win the game. Because they just needed a field goal to win. And that was just an absolute botch of just handling stuff in the end. So that was unreal. It was unreal. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. There we go. Gallup. Get off of him. There we go. Woo, make him miss. Let's go. Moving the ball pretty easily against this Packers defense right now.
The offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident
going into the game. Too much blocking there, but that's fine.
It's hard to get out of that.
That's to the end of the first quarter.
Let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense.
Second down, 9. Let's just let the clock wind down to the end of the first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay. All right. Pretty good first quarter, up 7-0. Looking out right there. Maybe we can hit him quickly. That wasn't a good throw, and we lost a yard. Not a good. Let's go to the wide corner here.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Howard. That's pretty tight coverage. No chance of catching that one.
They take a shot at the end zone.
All right, well, let's go ahead and kick the field goal. Let's take the points. Yeah, take the points, McCarthy.
It's a 35-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through.
And Daniel Carlson is also our new kicker. We actually signed him after, basically going into the preseason because I forgot to draft or sign a kicker in free agency because we let Brett Maher leave. So I signed him because the Raiders let him go. He was a free agent, and he was the best kicker available, so I went ahead and signed him to, I think, like a 1-year deal. I mean, you can always pick up kickers off the scrap heap, I feel like, in the NFL nowadays in real life anyway. So felt like, we'll just get whoever is available as far as a kicker is concerned, and then we'll just roll with that. Oh, that could have been a pick by Curse right there. He was in perfect position, working on 11. I don't know. Is that Sammy Watkins? No, that's I don't remember who that is.
Rodgers now to throw.
There we go. Get him down, Van Der Esch. Here we go. Packers got a third down and 3. They need points here. Maybe we can go with a little bit of a pinch here, put the pressure on Rodgers.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Oh, did we pick that? Oh, yes. Let's go, Diggs. Perfect. Nice. Way to go, Diggs. Zeke a little bit here. That wasn't a good run. We couldn't really pick our spots right there.
So it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of
James
that
Jr. Maybe we can get a deep route here. Let's go for the bomb. Come on, James. I almost had it.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Maybe we take a shot. Show some stones.
This is third down. From the shotgun, it's
corner. Come on, catch that. Oh, come on. Who's that, Gallup? 57 yards. Can Carlson hit this? I don't think I'm going to get that.
And that is
no. Wide right. Can't cash in off the turnover. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us too much. That could have been a sledgehammer on the door. Packers getting decent position now because of that.
This one winds up no good.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
There we go. Oh, Aaron Jones.
Beast. Into Cowboy territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Diggy Zua, he got blocked pretty good right there. No chance to get around the guy. The first down picked up by Jones. And they make a stand here. Come on, D-Law, get over there. There you go.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Didn't lose a yard, but he got back to the line. That's fine.
2nd and 10.
D-Law.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers rolling to his right.
Oh, is he going to get it? I think it's inches short. Yeah, they're
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Let Tunyon get loose there.
With a 3rd and inches. Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, man.
McKenzie hauling it in.
Oh, no, it's Isaiah McKenzie, yeah, the former Bills receiver. I didn't think that was Sammy Watkins because I looked at their roster right before I played, but I just forgot who 11 was. I just knew he was a new receiver for the Packers. Lord knows, you know, since Devontae Adams is out of there, they're having basically an overhaul of receivers. I mean, I can't necessarily say that. I mean, they did bring back Randall Cobb for this season, but he's on IR. He's not going to play again this year. So, yeah. But then again, you know, at his age, I mean, when Randall Cobb was with Dallas, he was decent, but I feel like that was probably going to be like his last good season in the NFL because, you know, he's getting up there in age. He's in his, almost getting to his mid-30s, I feel like, at this point. So, I mean, Randall Cobb doesn't have much. Kind of wish Dallas would have brought him back after the 2019 season because our offense was explosive. Like, we had an all-star team of receivers, but, yeah, we can only finish 8-8. Jason Garrett was shown the door after that loss. Thank God. Couldn't stand to see another year of that guy on the sideline. So they went a deep pass. That didn't work out very well. Looks like they are going for this, so this could be pretty big right here if we could stop them. Yeah, this looks like it's probably a run. And I think he got it. Yeah, he did. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, wow, I thought he had that first. All right, well, let's run a play quickly before they challenge him. I'm really surprised LaFleur is not challenging that because it looked like that to me he had the first. That's pretty big for the Pack. I can't go back and look at the replay, and I don't really think I want to, but at the same time, that could have been big for them. All right, well, let's see if we can go down the field and get some points before the half. I mean, I'll take a field goal. All right, square is open now. There we go, Gallup. There we go. There we go. Break that. There. Let's go. Let's go.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All right, quickly. Come on.
Across midfield now for first
get OJ. He's covered.
Flush to his right.
Covered? I said covered. I meant covered. Let's just run out of bounds with Dak. Pick up the first. That's fine.
Shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards.
We have all 3 timeouts left, so let's try the screen. See if we can get any decent blocking for Zeke. Typically, these screens don't really work, and they didn't right there. He didn't even catch the ball.
Successfully dropped it. He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often miss time.
Kind of glad Zeke didn't catch it because he probably would have lost about 2-3 yards.
When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
If James Jr. can get this curl route, get open, that would be awesome. All right, he catches it. Came back to the ball. Nice job. Let's call timeout. All right, 47 seconds, I think. Yeah, 46, yeah. You probably easily get 7 here. Honestly, that would really be nice. He didn't bite on it. Touchdown, Gallup. Let's go. 7, about to be 17-0 early. Chance to put the Packers away early here, which is huge.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our
well, the offense has been pretty explosive so far. We've been able to really do. I mean, not to really brag, but the way that I have this team is pretty solid. Granted, you know, our overall is not up to like 90 or anything, but it's 85 overall. We got a great offense, good defense. We really upgraded the offensive line. Then again, of course, you know, having the Hall of Famer like Tyron Smith back in there does make all the difference. So, I mean, this season, you know, we've just really been able to use the talent. I mean, it's just crazy that the Cowboys always seem to have the talent, but it's like it never gets used properly. And most of the time it's just because of the coach. You get all these stupid penalties. You get all these dumb decisions. And it brings the talent down that, you know, is, you know, good enough to get in the playoffs and, you know, make a deep stretch like we're doing right now. We got a great secondary. We got a good defensive line with good young players. We got a good offensive line now with, you know, young and, you know, older veteran, possibly future Hall of Famers. We got a better receiving core. I didn't really upgrade the receiving core very much in the offseason, but CeeDee Lamb has, you know, progressed better. And got a decent tight end, great quarterback, good running back. this is a team that, you know, should be making routine deep runs in the playoffs. No doubt about it. And that's why I'm here in Madden 23 to right the wrong. So it's 3rd and 2 for the Packers. They really need this. Maybe a long night. And we get another pick with Trayvon Diggs. That is his 2nd pick of the night. Wow. Now this is the Aaron Rodgers I expected to show up this past Sunday, but you know that didn't happen. Yeah, let's not like get too let's just go ahead and
they're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and take the knee. Just take a knee in the first half.
36 now, 1st and 10.
We're up 17-0. I'm not going to get too greedy here. We've done a lot of damage in this first half. Up 17 points. Packers seem to be showing no resistance. 1 half away from the Super Bowl. 1 half away from the Super Bowl. You know what? Let me actually look this up really quick. So, let's see. Super Bowl location.
Brandon, thanks as always. What half remains in the Battle of the Sea? He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today.
Okay.
And it's the Baltimore Ravens are heading
so
back
the Super Bowl that we're going to play in for this season is supposed to be in Las Vegas.
Championship game.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I didn't even look at who was playing the AFC title game. Oh, I think it was the Ravens and the Bills. But, you know, after this game, after we hopefully secure the dub, we'll take a look at the AFC title game and see what happened there and see who we're going to face in the Super Bowl. Oh, I can check the ticker right there. Ooh, so the Ravens are up 37-14, absolutely obliterated the Bills. That is a little bit surprising because I don't know what the Bills roster looked like in year 2 of this franchise, but I have to imagine they still have some of the same players there. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are still on the team. So yeah, but looks like it looks like that according to the ticker, we're going to be facing Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Wow, so that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
Don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan.
All right, come on, get it. Oh my gosh, will you guys get in there and make the play? Or just let Rodgers throw a stupid pass again. Oh my God, first pass of the half for Rodgers, and he throws it directly over the head of Lazard to Malik Hooker. Honestly, this game is getting to be a joke. This game is, honestly, I feel like for the most part, just about over. The Packers are clearly just desperate, and they're just not showing. It's as simple as that. Well, barring anything crazy, I think we're going to be able to just run the ball and get the win here.
Crucial. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
All right. Well, no, let's just go ahead and throw it on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Tight end in motion right there. Ferguson.
Play action now. Prescott.
Oh, I waited too soon. I got sacked. Oh well. Well, that'll be our first drive that results in no points, but that's what it is. Well, Brian Anger is our punter. Let's see if we can score a cough in this thing. And we can't. Well, we've gotten 2 of the 3 interceptions we haven't been able to take advantage of as far as getting points. One of the Diggs interceptions, we got that, but we missed a field goal because we stalled out. So yeah. So Packers getting a chance to hopefully get some kind of points here because they need it. Ooh, there we go. Ah, but he got the first.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, the Super Bowl is going to be tough with Lamar Jackson because he is a scrambler. So we're going to have to do a lot of spying and a lot of try to get a lot of pressure on him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Kind of take a look at the AFC title game after this and take a look at the stats and see kind of what transpired a little bit. Oh, we also will probably be able to check out who made the Pro Bowl from the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few of them on that list.
He'll be tackled just past the 35,
since that's the week before the Super Bowl.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, Van Der Esch almost had another pick for us. Oh well. So let's make him punt.
That would have been number 4.
Forcing another punt though.
Instead, it's 4th down. First kick,
we may mess around and shut these
as
guys
well.
out. Ah, Wolf didn't get a return
It's
there.
a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott.
Get away from our identity and keep running it. 49 yards so far for Zeke. He's gotten, you know, decent yards when we've asked him to, but Dak's really been the one who's been keeping the chains moving down the field. But at this point, we're just trying to kind of play keep away and really grind out the first downs here and get to the Super Bowl.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott.
Howard. There we go. He was a yard short, though.
It's Howard.
Nope, he got it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice job.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside give to Elliott.
Good block. There we go. Get off him. Oh, first.
And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now Prescott.
CD. Coverage. Nope. Couldn't catch that.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
A decent run there. Maybe 3rd and manageable.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change.
Howard, come on.
Broken up. The contact.
Well, we're in field goal range, so let's go ahead and kick a 49-yarder. Come on, Carlson.
The kick by Carlson.
Oh, he made that one.
And that will extend their lead.
So now it's a 20-0 game. Drive could have been better, but we got points. That's all that matters. We played keep away pretty well so far, so
you can actually feel good about field goals.
Keep that going.
All the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of.
Oh my gosh, Rodgers, that was terrible.
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need.
Catch that?
So
oh, he did. Wow. Onion caught a big break there.
Find some type of a play, multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
All right, defense.
An inside give to Jones.
Oh, juked me out of my shoes. And I missed the tackle right there.
About the 44.
All right, well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Okay, now it is. I was like, why didn't that second go off the clock? All right. So we only tacked on a field goal in that 3rd quarter. Packers got the ball, but they basically need to score like right now if they want to have any shot at coming back in this game. Because we've been dominating this game so far. It's 20-0. Rodgers hasn't had time to do anything. Well, he's got time here, but oh my gosh, we let him just free like that? Jeez. Those are like the only successful plays that Rodgers has really had, where he just, scrambles around. We can't get enough pressure on him. He still has the ability to get out of the pocket, and then he just plays street football and just finds a guy open in the middle of the field after we just, let off the coverage and everything. Aaron Jones only has 29 yards on the day, so we've held him in check pretty good.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
All right, Lazard picks up another first down, but if I'm the Packers, I'd be doing this quicker than they're doing right now.
Now Rodgers.
Come on. Nope. But we get a decent tackle with
And he'll be
Andrews right
taken
there.
down at about the 22-yard line.
Kind of bending but not breaking here, but it's hard to keep up that intensity on defense sometimes. Micah hasn't really been eating today.
Over the middle here, it's
Is that one complete? Yep.
And they're going to be set
Watson.
now with the ball at the
3
13-yard
touchdowns
line.
against the Dallas defense.
That's
That's unbelievable. He's a rookie.
Into the red zone.
Although the secondary is finally having injuries. Oh my gosh, I thought we had that.
Over the middle.
Instead, Alan Lazard gets a touchdown. All right, so the Packers are finally on the board.
Alan Lazard.
Down 22. I guess they're gonna. No, I guess they're gonna kick the field goal and tack on the extra point. They're not gonna go for 2. All right, so the Packers finally get on the board, but we're still up 20-7. I'm still not going to, shy away too much from trying to kind of grind out the first downs and play keep away, if you guys know what I mean. And so we let up 1 touchdown drive. I mean, that's not the end of the world.
Yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go ahead and let's just keep running it. Let's really keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, not let him get the ball down 13 with still a decent amount of time. Oh my goodness, they just absolutely manhandled our offensive lineman. I'm too concerned. It's hard to come from this deficit with only 4.5 to go.
13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, there we go. That's the hole opening up that I wanted to see. And he got the first. Let's go.
78 yards rushing now for Zeke.
Yeah, this is Zeke's half. This is his quarter. Chance to just grind out the first downs and take us to the Super Bowl. Use up some of this clock here.
Try to run some clock now with Elliott.
Another first down.
There as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse.
Get off him. There you go. Break that tackle. Let's go. Oh, there we go. That was a pretty weird run of 4 yards, but still. Damn, 59 is tall. He's a big man.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm still going to... Okay. All right.
2 minutes left
So 2 minutes left.
Game here on EA Sports.
2 minutes to the Super Bowl. All we have to do is try to just not let up. And I think we can definitely do it, given the circumstances. If we get this first down, the game's over with. If we get it, there's no way they can come back. And we get terrible blocking right there. So they're going to use one of their timeouts. I had a feeling I should probably pass a little bit on the drive instead of just run it on every play. But, I'm trying to wind down the clock, trying to get us to the Super Bowl. So anger, let's go ahead and angle this out of bounds. Make them drive pretty much the whole field. All right. So we made the fair catch. They have the ball at the 11-yard line. That's still pretty far back. All right. So they have 150, 2 timeouts, and they're down 13. So they're going to have to score quick. I mean, really quick. They need to score in like 3 plays. And I don't think they're going to do that if they keep going underneath. They're going no huddle the whole drive. So we may get a little off balance here on defense. Kind of they may put us on skates a little bit, but not too concerned. 130 with 13 points to make up. That's not easy. We could have gotten that off the tip drill, and that would have ended it. Okay. So it is fourth down, but they're definitely going for this. There's no way they don't go for it. Yep, they're going for it totally. All right, this is the game right here. This is it for Aaron Rodgers and company. They need this or it's over. And it's over. Anthony Barr with the interception. Just go down right there. We picked off Aaron Rodgers, I think, what, 4 times today? This feels sweet for Anthony Barr. Former Minnesota Vikings, second year with the Cowboys, comes over here, helps get our linebacking core solidify, and he picks off Aaron Rodgers to help Dallas get to the Super Bowl. Love to see it.
That's the kind of day that you feel really good.
So let's just run it with Zeke and let's get out of cold Lambeau Field.
If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. And
they only got one timeout left.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
Fight through that hole.
Down to about the 14. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I may look to run this with Dak just to pick up the first and end the game. But let's see if anybody does get open. Oh, Howard's open. Let's go. There you go. First down. Inside the 5. And if you listen carefully, you'll start to hear the fat lady singing. We're just going to take knees. This game is over with. We're going to the Super Bowl. Jerry Jones couldn't do it, but I could.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing.
Dak Prescott is an elite quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott is not washed up. CeeDee Lamb is going to be a good receiver for years to come in this league. The Dallas Cowboys have a great defense. And we just beat Aaron Rodgers at Aaron Rodgers, exercising a bunch of demons we've had in the past. The same team that we beat in 1995 to get to the Super Bowl, we did it again. Whew. Now the goal is to win, not just to go. We get this far, and we don't finish the job in Las Vegas. Everything that we just did was for naught.
We'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
What a great win. We go ahead and take a look at some of the player stats from this game. Overall, it wasn't the prettiest of championships, but pretty good. Dak 14 of 21, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taking a look at rushing here. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Taking a look at rushing here. Zeke did a great job on the ground for us. Almost broke the 100-yard barrier, but he didn't. 19 carries, no touchdowns. All of our touchdowns came on the receiving end. Michael Gallup had 2 of them. And, we only had 2 touchdowns in the game, so, yeah. But we had 4 interceptions as a team. Trayvon got 2, Anthony Barr got 1, and Malik Hooker got the other one. So overall, just a great performance. Shut down the Packers. Could have shut them out, but we let up that 1 touchdown drive at the start of the 4th quarter and gave them some hope, but not a lot of hope. And now we are going to the Super Bowl. Whew, going to the Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and view the playoff bracket. So this is it. So Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl after they defeated the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game, 20-7. Oh, and just to recap what we did up to this point, we beat the Eagles. We killed both of our first opponents. Beat the Eagles by 24 in the wild card round at home. And then we had to go up to Carolina with Christian McCaffrey, still a member of the Panthers, and beat the Panthers 31-10. We also scored 31 points in that game. And then we took care of business against the Packers in the championship. And I was right. We are facing Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. think this would be Super Bowl 58, maybe? Super Bowl 58. Yes, so this is Super Bowl 58 that we're playing right now. Now, Super Bowl 57 was last year's. That was in this game that was in Arizona. But I believe this one is going to be in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, the Raiders' home. Yeah, Raiders actually made the playoffs this year, but they lost to the Ravens in the first round, so in the wild card. So let's kind of take a look at the Ravens' journey. So like I said, they beat the Las Vegas Raiders in the wild card round. They beat the Colts by 7 in the divisional round, and then they took care of business against the very talented Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. And that's a big upset because Buffalo was the number 1 seed in the AFC, and they crushed them by 23 points. So that is pretty impressive if you ask me. Number 1 seed loses by 23 points. But then again, both number 1 seeds lost because the Packers had been the number 1 seed because they took care of Jimmy Garoppolo's Buccaneers only by 3 points. And then we took care of them in the NFC Championship game. So, yeah. So, overall in the playoffs, I'm looking at a lot of these scores. A lot of them are blowouts, except for this one. That one's kind of close. I forgot the Chiefs lost in the wild card round at Arrowhead. Man, Bengals got him again. Joe Burrow must have like some kind of Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll or something, because that's like the second time in 3 years that he would have beaten Mahomes at his house to advance his team. Wish he could have probably got the same results against the Bills. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the AFC Championship game. I kind of want to see what was kind of done here. Let's see how everything did. So Lamar Jackson went beast mode. He had 136 passing yards. Josh Allen actually had a better game throwing the football. 162, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That was probably big. J.K. Dobbins, 114 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Of course, Lamar had another rushing touchdown. Receiving, 2 touchdowns for Pascal. I don't really know who that is. Duvernay was the leader for the Ravens, so they really ran the football more than anything else. So if the AFC title game is any blueprint, it's Lamar Jackson running the option or bust, basically. So it matters if we just contain Lamar Jackson and we're going to win the Super Bowl. So before I do anything else, let me go ahead and upgrade players. Let's take care of, housekeeping stuff, as you could say, in between games. Let's go ahead and upgrade players, and let's take a look at, we got some upgrades available for our coaching skill tree. So let's go ahead and go to Manage Staff. Let's go ahead and get some skill points to our Coach Starks here. Let's go ahead and give him some points. Do we have any, we have 19 points. We're going to spend on 10 points. Let's go ahead and do that. Or no? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hands on defense. Let's go ahead and spend money on that. Got 9 points, so we're going to have to wait for more skill points to upgrade that tree. Not that it really will matter if we win the championship, so yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Pro Bowl roster because we are in the Pro Bowl week. Let's go ahead and see from our squad who made it. No Dak up there. No Zeke either. Did anybody from the Cowboys make it? Kari, Jackson, Jensen, Ragnar, Mason, Lindstrom. Whoa. Seriously? We'll see about defense. Bosa, Clark, Vea, Allen, Rose, Smith, Kendrick, Wow. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I think let me go ahead and check the other side and see if any Ravens are on the AFC side. Because if not, then it means that Madden finally fixed the Pro Bowl issue that players that play in the Super Bowl cannot play in the Pro Bowl because they would still have players on the list that would still be playing the Super Bowl. So let's see. Yeah, there's no Ravens here. Okay, so obviously we probably had Cowboy players that made the Pro Bowl, but they're not playing because we're in the Super Bowl. Really no need to, think about that very much. All right, so let's go ahead and advance through Pro Bowl week. Let's go ahead and advance to Super Bowl 58 week in Las Vegas. People probably put money on People putting money on this game, no question about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade players, even though... So, we've got... So this is it for us. All right. So the Ravens overall are 84, so they're pretty even with us in terms of strengths, weaknesses, and other things like that. We'll go ahead and scout college players, because why not? Even though we're in Super Bowl week. I guess you can still do stuff during Super Bowl week. You know what? Let's just not worry about that. We're here to win the Super Bowl. It's time to end this. It's time to win a championship. Let's do it. Super Bowl 58, Cowboys, Ravens. I've rebuilt this team in the way that they should have been, that they should be rebuilt in order to win a championship. This team is loaded. We've made moves. We've drafted players who are built for this moment. Let's make it happen in Las Vegas tonight. It's time to bring championship number 6 to Dallas. It's been a long time since the Cowboys were in a Super Bowl. It's been a long time, equally, since they won a Super Bowl. Now it's time to wipe it all to the side.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions.
Coach starts making sure Dak Prescott is ready. I'm trying to think, what other coaches in the history of the league have led a team to a Super Bowl in their first season? I don't know if there are any coaches on that list, but something tells me that that list is very short, if possible. I know coaches who have led teams to national championships in their first season, but I don't know about a Super Bowl championship. Well, let me see. I think his name was Don McCaffrey. He was the head coach of the Baltimore Colts in 1970. Don Shula just got fired. Yeah, Don Shula just got fired. Not fired. He went to Miami. And Don McCaffrey was selected to be the Colts team head coach. He led to the championship in 1970 in his first win. Even though that was, back when the NFL was in a, Mesozoic era, it still counts. So I guess that might be the last time that a coach in his first season led a team to a Super Bowl victory. I know coaches in their first year who led teams to the Super Bowl, I think, but not to the Super Bowl and a championship. Regardless, forget about the history. Let's just get championship number 6 and get out of here. Lamar Jackson is going to be the focus on defense, but offensively, we need to have a balanced attack of running the football, and Dak Prescott needs to be pinpoint. This is a pretty tough Ravens defense. It's not the 2000 Ravens, but it's a pretty darn good defense. But we get a wide open pass right there to Michael Gallup to really open up the offense, really test this secondary. We're going to test these guys. We're going to put pressure on them. Make them cover our receivers, make it hard on them. There we go, first down with Zeke.
Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice. all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision,
let's go.
And put it all out
there. You go, CD.
Give your team their best chance to win.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Inside zone here.
On second down, Elliott.
There we go. Another first down with Zeke on the ground. Let's go.
29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Stick here. And Tolbert might be a guy open down the seam. Is he going to beat his man for 6? Nope. Not quite. Probably shouldn't have trusted second-year guy who's really the fourth-string receiver to go and make the big play to open the Super Bowl, but it could have been a good headliner for the newspapers. It's like, hey, did you know the first touchdown the Super Bowl went to a little-used fourth-string receiver? Oh, that was almost a pick. That was a bad throw by me. I'll accept that. All right, you got to pick up this first. That guy's running seam routes here. CD, come on. Oh, I couldn't hang on to it. Come on, CD. All right, well, let's take the points.
Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Carlson back in his original team's home stadium, kicking field goals in the Super Bowl for his new team. How about that?
3 points.
Hopefully during the media session he got asked questions about, hey, how's it feel to be back in Vegas? And he probably was like, yeah, it feels pretty good.
Come away with the points now. Come back and get greedy later.
I mean, I think players do generally enjoy the Super Bowl week because of, the media session, but, a lot of players always talk about how you don't really get to feel like you can have fun because you're coming here to work. You're coming here to win a game. And, you got to bring your A game to win it. Oh, fumble, get that! Let's go, Micah! Micah Parsons picking up the fumble. First play for Lamar Jackson. We make him cough up the football, and Micah picks it up. Let's go. And I don't think they're going to review that either. I think the ball was clearly out, but I don't want them to risk reviewing it at this point. So let's just do a quick run with Zeke. There we go. I don't care that we didn't pick up any yards. We got the ball quickly. All right, let's go flood.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's make the Ravens pay this time. We couldn't really make the Packers pay for all those turnovers in the championship game, but let's do it here in the Super Bowl. Another pass tipped away. Prescott starting only 2 for 6. He's off to a little bit of a rough start. These defensive backs for the Ravens are pretty elite, so this isn't going to be easy. Oh, catch by CD, first down. There we go. Thought he was in the end zone for a second, but he was just short. All right, let's run it with Zeke and get this ball in the end zone for our first touchdown. Come on, Zeke. Is he in? Yes. Just crossed the point of the goal line. First touchdown of the day belongs to Zeke. You're up quickly, 10-0 on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
But the blocks were made up front, offensive line collected.
Well, that's a pretty good lead right now to start off the Super Bowl game. We got to keep it up.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run.
Come on, get him down. Here we go. Get Lamar down. Don't let him just scramble and do whatever he wants to do. This team is really a running team. They have some decent receivers and guys like Duvernay, but they're not like overpowering. Dobbs and Lamar Jackson and running the football are the bread and butter of the Ravens. So we got to just make sure that we don't let Lamar Jackson beat us. So that's the key. I really do wonder how they beat the Buffalo Bills. I mean, maybe Von Miller isn't with the Bills anymore. Maybe he retired or something. I don't know. There we go. Jackson had nowhere to go, and now it's 4th and 13. Go ahead and make him punt to us. Wolf.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Rookie cornerback out of Oklahoma, but also our return man.
And they will take over first and 10.
All right, let's go with a trap here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about
slants here, buck slants.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now from the 50.
Ooh, there we go.
James.
And
he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Handoff here. Woo! User truck. Let's go.
And he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, that was a bad throw. Oh, but he almost picked that. He should have picked that.
The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Curl route here for Zeke. He gets a couple yards. Oh, 1 yard.
Down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
So first quarter is done. You're up 10-0 early on the Ravens. Keep this up though.
After this 10-zip our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag. Oh man, this is probably a hold.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Yep, holding. And of course, it's on Tyler Smith.
Umpire through the flag.
Oh, man.
Always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on
3rd
the
and
positioning where you are on the field, the umpires
19
get different responsibilities, but always,
we have to just chuck this thing deep.
Sure no one's holding.
Catch that!
That is caught.
Touchdown, James Jr. Let's go.
James, 39 yards.
Nice. 39-yard bomb. Dak Prescott hit him perfectly for that touchdown.
On for the PAT. He's got it, and it's
Kind of a heart stopper if you're a Ravens fan, in my opinion. Really sucked the life out of them. They got us in the 3rd and 13, only down by 10, and now it's quickly 17-0 in a flash. And they've done nothing on offense in this first half.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball.
No way, Dobbs.
1st and 10.
Not against Micah. Micah's having a way better game than the NFC Championship. He's doing well
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson.
Well, get around him.
He's gonna go
man. Intercept it. Let's go, Hooker. Let's go. Oh, nice return, too. Let's go, Malik Hooker with the pick. First turnover of the game belongs to him. It is Dallas defense.
He overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott.
Zeke.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
He's throwing on the run. O.J. Howard with the catch. And another first. Oh, okay. All right, he's a couple inches short. That's fine. Let's go with the dive. Get this
Still need
first.
about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Whew, Ravens are really kind of looking like a pushover team right now. We are blowing them out of the building. 24, well, about to be 24-0.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
24-0 in the first
half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Yeah, they haven't even picked up the first yet. Man, they keep running this. This is the running game is not working. You got to go to the air, Lamar. This is Super Bowl. You got to air it out, son. This Dallas defense is eating tonight.
Jackson now. He's got his man.
Into the air, but that's not going to get anything done, Lamar.
Here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
I think he's short. Yep, he's a yard short. They may go for this, though. I would if I was Baltimore. Nope, they're going to punt it. Man.
But it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
This is taken at the 18. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Almost threw a pick there.
Nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Oh, or Sam James. Incomplete. Oh, we got a punt.
There with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Good tackle by Wolf.
Reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Oh, Lamar, what is that?
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get
Was that a catch? Nope,
like
it was an incompletion. I thought he caught that for a sec. I don't know who number 4 is, but I thought he caught that.
First 5 passes with a big 3rd down coming up. He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Dobbs got close. He's inches short. I mean, Ravens, you got to go for it. And nope, they're going to punt it still. Man.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
There we go.
It's a 44-yard
not the best return by Wolf, but it is what it is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it
Yeah,
whenever
you know,
you get an opportunity.
I know that they get the ball to start the second half, but I'm just going to run and get to halftime. I'm not going to worry about trying to run up the score or anything like that because we've dominated this first half, and it's going to be hard to imagine us, you know, losing a game like this.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
82 yards in the first half for Zeke. He's well on his way to maybe being MVP. Actually, I say that. I mean, Dak's thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half. So who knows how many he'll throw for the rest of the game. We'll see. That's the end of the first half.
Here in the Super Bowl, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan.
We have been dominating this game. Up on the Ravens 24-0.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half.
The Ravens had 9 total yards in the first half.
Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less
unbelievable.
like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
That was a great throw to James
Coach,
Jr.
Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great. But
there we go. Well, got him down, but Lamar Jackson finally ran the football with success.
It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them.
There we go. Nice tackle. You may not be able to do too much more of that, Lamar. You're going to have to go to the air if you want this victory. If you want to do anything. This defense has been outstanding this playoffs.
Here's Jackson.
Andrews has been everywhere, too. He's had a great last couple of games.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
Finally staying healthy. That's key. He stayed healthy this year in real life. Oh, pick. Another one for Diggs. He's become a cheat code at this point. He's basically Deion Sanders now. That's who Trayvon Diggs is. Love it. He had 2 picks in the championship game, and he has a pick in the Super Bowl.
An interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again to Elliott.
First, there we go. Oh, keep going, Zeke.
A couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Gallup wide open down the left side. First down again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal.
Max got 123, 2 touchdowns.
19 yards on
no slowing down now.
They'll have it 1st and goal. Now Elliott.
Another Zeke touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them,
just continued to not get anything.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And another pick by Anthony Barr. Got one in the championship, and now he's got one in the Super Bowl. I'm glad we re-signed him in the end, because I was debating about it in the offseason, but I say, you know what? There's not going to be too many linebackers that are going to be still solid at maybe like a high 70, teetering on like an 80 overall, and, you know, asking for a whole lot of money. So that's what I figured. It was flagged. That's probably coming back.
Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment.
Yeah, illegal block in the back on somebody.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the the penalty, it's Elliott.
Zeke. Another nice run inside the 5.
Shy of the goal line at the 3.
He's got over 100 yards rushing.
Rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. They keep on the ground.
Toss. Break that tackle. Oh. Down to the 1. Almost got in the end zone.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down and goal. Prescott. And that one's going to be off target.
That's a bad throw. Felt the pressure coming right at him.
On the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Prescott on third.
There we go. Touchdown to CD.
Touchdown Dallas.
I think that's 3 touchdowns for Dak.
Passes now for Dak Prescott.
Yep.
And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the
38
even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable.
Get in there. There we go, Van Der Esch.
Gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
That ball bounced off every single person's foot, it looked like. That was kind of funny. It really was. Yeah, Ravens, Harbaugh is pissed. His team basically hasn't shown up in the biggest game that counted. I don't blame him for being upset with his ball club.
Good head down running on the return. Gets about
I'm not going to really get too greedy at this point. The game is over. We have 1 more quarter to go. I'm really just probably going to run this thing for most of the rest of the game and just get to the end and take this series home. After the Super Bowl, though, I am going to go ahead and take a quick look at some things in the offseason. I want to see who won MVP. I want to see who maybe from our team retires. And, you know, that kind of may dictate whether I want to continue this series or not. Just, you know, like I said, just kind of, you know, change some things with the team and, you know, maybe see if we can go back-to-back. You know, give it a shot.
How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That's the end of the third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football
last quarter
League
of the football season.
The offense on
in
third
2023.
down converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A 20th carry.
There we go.
It's a pretty strong run.
He may get to 200 in this game if we keep this up. We have a whole other quarter to go.
131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get it
another
down
first
to the
down.
33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Plenty of fans, I'm sure, made the trip to Vegas, so
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
going to deliver a championship, Dallas. I know this is all make-believe. I know it's a pipe dream right now, especially considering what the Cowboys are in real life, but that's why Madden exists. That's why video games exist.
And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this.
So happy to just bring this team a championship using the moves that I made in the offseason to make this team better, to improve them, give Dak the tools that he needs, give him an offensive line he needs. We were able to stay relatively injury-free for pretty much this whole season. So that's been big for us. We've been able to stay healthy, and we've got guys. Tyron Smith has played years in the NFL. He's a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's going to win himself a Super Bowl. Same thing with Zach Martin, guys who have put in years and years with the Cowboys. Finally going to win a championship. Like I've said in the offseason, I had a chance to go ahead and negotiate a deal with Tyron Smith to keep him around. However, I feel like that regardless of what happened for this season, he's more than likely going to retire. So I don't want to try to negotiate a contract with him just for him to retire and call it quits. I don't want to dole out that money and then he calls his career. And after we win this championship, there may be a few more guys that are going to retire. So who knows? Like I said, that's one of the reasons that I'm thinking I may continue this series even after we win a championship. Even after this team wins a championship. Because I might do some overhauls with this team and maybe even consider, doing what I can and maybe get some value for maybe even trading somebody like Zeke or Dak. I mean, I know that's crazy to hear, and I'm about to win a championship with these guys, but, there was a point where I actually thought that when Dak got injured in 2020, that the Cowboys were going to tank for Trevor Lawrence, and they were going to draft him. And they were going to say, you know what, Dak, we're not going to have you as our future of the franchise. We're going to draft Trevor Lawrence, and we have the number 1 overall pick. We'll start over with him. I actually think I did a rebuild once where in Madden 21, I didn't re-sign Dak, and I got Trevor Lawrence. But I actually couldn't draft him. I had to trade for him. So that was kind of interesting. But I just wanted to do it just to have fun. I don't think it was anything that I live streamed. It was just something to have fun. I just want to see what realistically Trevor Lawrence in a Cowboys uniform would look like. And he looked pretty good. But, I mean, Dak is better than Trevor Lawrence. And even though Lawrence is in Jacksonville, which, means he may as well be dead or in the witness protection program, he really hasn't played well. And like I said, if I do another series other than this, as we get another touchdown with Zeke, like I said, rebuilds are something that I love to do a lot of times too. A lot of Madden YouTubers like to do that. Guys like Bengal, C4, Miles Dawkins. Although Miles does a lot of rebuilds through the older Maddens, but unfortunately I don't have the luxury of having my old. I mean, I still have my PS3, but I can't live stream using that because I need recording software, and that's why I like the PS4 because I can live stream way easier on my YouTube channel with this. I don't have. And my PS2, so I actually might have my PlayStation 2 back at my parents' house in San Antonio, but I don't know if it's number one. Well, first of all, it's been sitting there for a decade plus, so I don't know if it still works, and I don't really feel like hauling that thing over here just to play it, because I'm pretty certain that it's not only that they haven't been able to put the, and I'd rather not have to buy a used PS2 just to play games that, quite frankly, I enjoy playing more than games that we have today. Like, I would love to go back and do, like, back in the day, if I was a real, not like a real dedicated YouTuber, but a guy that just did it as a hobby while having going to school or college or something like that, I would have loved to have kept my PS2 and done like NFL 2K5 series, NFL Street, NBA Street stuff. I feel like that'd be really cool. I feel like now, that's a lot of like the YouTube series that I watch is, people playing the old games. There's a great nostalgic feel. So, Feels great.
That partner, his second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company.
30 seconds left to a championship. Let's finish it. 45-0. The Ravens did not show up to this game at all. I think they're still on the bus. We absolutely shut down Lamar Jackson. I think they had under 50 total yards for the game. I'm going to have to look up that stat at the end and see how really great our defense was this game, because they were nothing short of spectacular. We got turnovers, we got stops. We did a great job just controlling Lamar Jackson as far as the run game was concerned. Dobbs didn't have a chance to get loose. That's what I knew we had to key in on. Our defensive line came up to play in a big way. Micah Parsons had a great game, got a fumble recovery right off the bat on the Ravens' first possession. I feel like they just set the tone for the game. It just stunned them.
As they try to polish this thing off. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Well, Dallas, we finally did it. Super Bowl 58 is over. We beat the Ravens 45-0.
Just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Dak Prescott, Zeke, you guys are world champions. Dallas Cowboy fans, you can stand up, salute, you can be happy for this team, at least in the virtual world. The Cowboys are Super Bowl champions. Beat the Ravens 45-0. An absolute blowout. Ravens had 16 total yards. 16 total yards. Our defense was unconscious. Tell you what, I don't think I've ever limited a team to that few yards in a game playing Madden in my lifetime. Well, I guess now comes the ultimate question. I've led the team that I'm controlling in my own team, the team that I love with a passion, to a Super Bowl championship. There's nothing else that I feel like I need to accomplish. The only thing I feel like I can do is just see kind of, what transpires for the rest of the offseason. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go to the season recap. So let's go ahead and take a look at the yearly recap. So Aaron Rodgers won the MVP this year, although he lost in the NFC Championship game to us. Coach of the Year, Matt Rule of the Panthers. They were I believe the number 2 seed in the NFC. So, deservingly so. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller, Buffalo Bills. So he is still there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bryce Young is a Detroit Lion. How about that? So the Lions did get their quarterback in the future. They must have traded away Jared Goff or let him walk. And a Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Will Anderson of the Atlanta Falcons. They drafted him. So there you see it right there. 6-time Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl MVP Ezekiel Elliott. Let's go ahead and rewind last season. So last season I actually forgot that the Chiefs did win the Super Bowl, but it was Patrick Mahomes who won the MVP. But the Cowboys were Super Bowl champions. Beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. What a great win. go ahead and upgrade players for the last time at post-Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboy fans, we are no longer a joke. We are no longer a team that underwhelms. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott have won a championship. What else is there for them to accomplish? You can't hate on a guy who's won a championship now. What do you think? Just enjoying it a little bit too much. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and advance to the next week. We're going to go ahead and advance to the offseason. We've seen the yearly awards. Only thing I kind of want to see is the retirements and just see who's retiring on top as the Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so let's go ahead and view 2023 retirements. Did anybody retire from us? NFC East. Let's go to the Cowboys here. So we have no retirements. So Tyron Smith is not retiring. Wow. All right. In that case, maybe we'll be able to bring him back on a one-year deal. You know. All right. So let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's go to mock draft. Let's go ahead and, you know, just take a quick peek. Obviously, we're going to have the last pick of the first round because we won it all. So they have us currently selecting a tight end, which makes sense. Jason Harold from Michigan. All these players are made up because I didn't upload a draft class. So, yeah. So pretty much if I were to do this again for a third year, all these players are going to be made up and everything like that. So here's one thing that I'm going to do, and one of the reasons why I think I may decide to continue this series. Don't judge me, YouTubers. Yes, I was playing the entire franchise mode in game on Pro. Pro is one step above rookie. We're going to all Pro this season. I don't know what that will change, but that's kind of a reason for me to continue this series. So, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, let's just go ahead and take care of something really quick. So since players are ready to negotiate, let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can get Tyron Smith back. Okay, so last chance to negotiate with Tyron Smith. So, low risk, very low risk, custom offer, team friendly. Let's see if we can bring him back just on a one-year deal. Because like I said, I can't see this guy playing for much longer, if you know what I mean. Let's make him an offer for 1 year. Not interested in signing. Okay. Well, not all is lost. I think we can... Let's go ahead and franchise tag him. So let's go ahead and franchise tag Tyron Smith. That's fine. But let's see who else. This guy we traded for, Richie James, we're going to let him walk because I think we can get another good receiver in free agency. Now, Bryce Hall, you've been great for us, but we're going to let you walk. We're going to let you walk as well, Daniel Carlson. We can get another good, kicker later. Curse and Hooker are starting safeties. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably let all these other guys walk. I think we're going to let Biotish walk. He hasn't really developed very well. Let's go ahead and try to bring back J-Ron Curse. Player friendly. Okay, so we don't have the salary to make that. Minus $6 million, yeah. All right. Well, that stinks. So we win a championship, but of course, now we're in the negative in terms of the salary cap. So we're going to have to make some decisions big time in the next episode. All right. So you know what? Okay, I'm declaring it right now. I am going to go ahead and continue this series. And based on the fact that we are now in salary cap hell, despite the fact that we won a championship, I may have to do serious overhauls with this team. It may consist of trading our best players, a.k.a. players that helped us win a championship. I've also bumped up the difficulty, so I think that'll make things tougher when I actually do take control of this team in real time. So anyway, thank you guys very much for checking out this live stream. I've led the Dallas Cowboys to a Super Bowl, finally, in Madden. It took me, I've done it in previous Maddens before, but it's been a few years, so I'm glad I was able to do it in the year 2 of this franchise that I've started at. So anyway, have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.